Hi, and welcome to a Patran tutorial. My name is Luciana. In this tutorial, we'll be creating and using groups and lists. To initiate, we're going to open a new file, and in the same folder, you launched Patran. I will be naming my file bearing. Select that the tolerance is default and that the analysis code is MC Nastran. We then click OK. We will be creating a model geometry. We will click on Geometry, select an object point, method X, Y, and Z. Remember, turn off Auto Execute. For the point coordinate list, we will enter 30, 0, and 0. We click Apply. We will now change the object to curve, turn off Auto Execute. The vector coordinate list will be 0, 120, and 0. For the origin coordinate list will be 50, 40, and 0. We then click Apply. We will change the object to curve and method to point. Turn off Auto Execute. We will be selecting point 1 as the starting point list and point 2 as the ending point list. We then click Apply and you should have something as shown on screen. We will then click on Geometry, Create, Object Surface, Method Curve, Revolve, For the axis, we'll change it to chord 0.2. Turn off Auto Execute. For total angle, we will type 360. And for the curve list, we'll be selecting the curves, which is to select both curves, select Shift and then click on both curves. Then click Apply. We will now be going to Menu, Viewing Angles, and type angle 30, 0, 0. And then we click Apply. Just to have a better view of what we are doing. We will now go to Menu, Display, Geometry. We will now change the number of display lines to 3. We will then click Apply. Now we'll be creating the meshing. We'll go to Elements or Meshing. On Object, we'll select Mesh Seat, type Uniform, number of elements 36, turn off Auto Execute, and for Curve List, select the top of the figure. We'll then click Apply. We will change the type to one-way bias. We select L1 and L2. For L1, we will enter 7, and for L2, we'll type in 10. Turn off Auto Execute, and for Curved List, select as shown on the video. We will now change L1 to 4 and L2 to 7. For Curved List, we will be selecting the line as shown on the video. We will now click Apply. You should have something as shown on screen. We will now be creating another mesh. We will change the object to mesh and the type to surface. Make sure that you have quad, isomesh, and quad 4. For surface list, we will select the entire model. We will now click Apply. To have a better view, we will turn off the labels, decrease the point size. We will also be removing the display lines. We will now select Plot Erase icon, and under Fem, we will click on Erase. We will click OK. We will be creating another mesh. The object will be mesh, type curve, and on the curve list, we will be selecting the 3 surfaces as shown on the video. We'll be clicking Apply. To see the free edges, we will change the action to Verify, Object Element, and Test Boundaries. The display type will be Free Edges, and then we will click Apply. We will now change the action to Equivalence and click Apply. This is to check that everything is okay. Once checked, we will continue our process. We will change the action to Verify, Apply. Now we'll go to the Plot Erase icon and click Plot under Fem. We will now be clicking OK. We will go to Menu, Group, Create. On the new group name, we will type Fem. Select the Unpost all other groups, and under Group Contents, select Add all Fem. We now click Apply. Now we'll be creating our material. The properties, isotropic. Under material name, we'll type alum1. Where we click on Input Properties and type in the information you see on screen. We'll click OK, then Apply. We'll be creating another material, so we'll now type in alum2. Then we click Input Properties and type the information shown on screen. Now click OK, and then we click Apply. Now we will check fields. We'll go to Field section on Properties and select Spatial. We click. It will change. Object will be Spatial, Method, PCL function, and under field name, we will type in thickness. The scalar function will be the one as shown on screen. We click Apply. We will creating another field, so we'll change the field name to Temperature and type in the scalar function as shown on screen. We click Apply. We will now be creating a shell. We'll go to 2D Properties We'll be selecting the one that says shell. On the property set name, type prop1. For input properties, select the material we've just created. Select element 1. For thickness, on the select scalar spatial field, select thickness. We click OK. Now we'll go to select application region. We will be selecting the top half as shown on the video. We then click Add, then OK, and Apply. We will be creating a second shell, so we'll change the property set name to prop2. On input properties, we'll be selecting the material alum2, and for thickness, we'll be selecting thickness. We click OK. We'll now be going to select application region. We'll be selecting the bottom half as shown on screen. We click Add, OK, and Apply. We will now be creating a temperature boundary. We're going to load BCS. The object will be changed to temperature and the type will be normal. The new set name will be temp. We go to input data. We will select temperature on the spatial field. We click OK. Select that geometry filter is FEM, and on select node, we will select the entire model. We click Add, OK, and Apply. We will go to Menu, Display, Load BC Element Props, and on Load BCS, we will go lower where it says Temperature. We will uncheck the box and we'll click Apply. We will now be creating a list to filter. We're going to Menu, Pool, List, Create, Object, select Element, and for Method, Attribute. For Attribute, we'll be selecting Material, Existing Materials, Element 1. For Target List, select A and click Apply. We're now going to Properties. Action will be Show. Select Thickness. Display Method. Check that says Scalar Plot. Select FEM. We then select Apply. We'll be creating another list. We go to Tools, List, Create, Object Element, Method, Attribute, and for Attribute, we'll be selecting Fringe Value. For Fringe Tools, we'll be selecting Default Fringe. TLC will be 0.005, and for F, it must be greater than 0.98. For Target List, we'll be selecting B. We click Apply, and when the list pops up, click Cancel. We will now be creating a Boolean list. We'll go to Tools, List, Boolean. We will click on Intersect. We will click on Replace A, Cancel. We will now go to Load BCS. On Actions, we'll select Object Temperature, Unload PCS. On existing sets, we select temp and select data variable temperature. And for select groups, we select them and then we click apply. We'll be creating something as shown on screen. We'll be creating another list. Go to menu, tools, list, create, and object. We must select element and attribute, select fringe value. F must be greater than 230. Target list will be B. For the pop-up, click clear on list B. Once clear, we click apply. We will be creating another Boolean list. We'll go back to menu, list, Boolean. We'll be clicking on clear and we'll be selecting the intersect icon. Click on add to group. We'll group name common quads. We'll click apply. Then cancel. We then select menu, group, post. We'll select uncommon quads and we click apply. We will change the orientation to ISO 1 view. You should have something as shown on screen. We'll be creating 2 new groups. We'll click on reset graphic icon, then we'll go to menu, group, create, and on method, we must have property set. Group name will be prop1. Property set, select prop1 and click apply. We will now be creating another one, so we'll change the group name to prop2. Select prop2 and then click apply. We'll now changing the color, go to menu, display, entity coloring and labeling. We'll select the current labeling on group selected, target groups, prop1 must be selected. And render style, we'll select wireframe. We'll click apply. For second group, we'll select prop2. The render style will be hiding lines and the color will be blue. We'll then click apply and cancel. We will finally change the view. Click on ISO Tribute, go to menu, group, post, and on select group, click on prop1 group, then click apply. Finally, select prop2 group and click apply. You should finally have something as shown on screen. Thank you for watching.